Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Growth Masters Academy. Today, I want to briefly teach you guys about how to find viral content. The last couple of episodes, we have discussed how to choose a niche or what niches can work, how to find yourself hashtags, and I think now it's pretty damn important to, get a good feeling of what stuff to post. Because bottom line, this channel at least is mostly focused on using other people's content, but I believe and I kind of feel that in different videos coming in the future, I'll also show you guys how to make your own content for niches that require that. So a good little example of what I normally do is if, for example, I were to be in the travel niche here, I would look for a page that just has content that I like. And by the way, I've also made a Patreon, and please fill in this Google Forms that I have recently made here. This is just kind of a question of, what you like about mentoring, because I'm thinking about making a course, so check that out. And I just made a Patreon for if you guys want more inside info with what I'm busy with right now, like what niches I'm using and what things are growing the best right now. However, I would go to a page that I like or that I think has stuff that I would like to post to, and apparently this page does pretty damn well because it has 3 million followers. So I would just go to their content and watch for a little second. First of all, what stands out, but most importantly, what gets a lot of likes and what gets a lot of comments. So in general, here we can see a baseline for this page here is about 20 something thousand likes. Maybe a little bit higher than that, but on average, let's say 25,000. So anything below 20,000, I would definitely not touch. And this is, by the way, not plays, not likes. And on average, I would say about 200 comments. So if we somewhere see like 600, like here, this means this is most likely a very trending picture. Now, just recently, I believe a couple of weeks ago, Instagram made a couple of changes where they reward original content and content of higher quality, and thus looking at this picture, oh no, the quality is actually pretty high. I was debating on how good that would work today, because as I said before, those changes are rolling in, and thus I would personally stay away from the lower quality content and things that are, people have seen a billion times before. You'll notice that if you get more on Instagram. But for example, if we take this little slot, I would definitely take this video right here because I personally prefer to post videos. I would definitely take this post because it's really out, in comparison to the rest. I would skip this one. Most likely would take this one once more, take this one. Could take this one if it follows my niche. I mean, if you really are like a beach traveler, you probably don't want to take this because it has nothing to do with you, but that just depends on, what exactly your niche is in. And I would, again, try to go for the most trendy topics like, let's go on. See here, he has a lot of videos. We would have to estimate for a average video like as well, I guess, or video view. 20,000, we could go for this one, but it's not that heavy. However, you guys can see what I mean here. If we now see a little bit further, we can, see that his average likes is actually a lot lower than we thought. So it could also be that all these posts here are fine if we compare it to the normal, but you guys get the picture, all right? I would go about it like that. For example, if we only wanted 3 posts, I would definitely take this one, and this one. And we could go to a next page, for example, to take their best post that they have. You can also go through a couple of profiles and just see what is their absolutely best picture or video and then repost that, because if they go viral with it, there's a good chance that you can do that too. Now, if we were to take, for example, a food or cooking page, and Matt Arlard is one of my favorite guys in the food industry with the self-cooking type of stuff, you can literally just scroll through here as well, and you would have to ask permission, so you should go into his inbox and ask if you can repost his stuff. The chance of him replying is very, very small. So what I would recommend is then just go into your description of something you want to post and put by Matt Odlard. So just credit the original creator. I think he will be pretty cool with it, but you never know. All right. And if he messages you to take it down, you take it down. Otherwise, copyright strikes could follow, and that is detrimental for your account. But looking at it this way, you can see, okay. All right. These are all better ones, but this is the most best one that he has. No, this one is even better, so you definitely take that one in comparison to the rest. Okay, this one once more. These two are amazing. And if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a couple of posts that are doing extraordinarily well in comparison to the rest. Like this one, for example. And I haven't checked this profile in a little while, but if you scroll down a little bit further, you can see here one with 900k views instead of the rest. However, this one has 500 comments, which is also interesting to consider, and so forward and so on. You'll find a lot of posts in a niche that you should repost because it works, all right? And it is true that if it works for them, it'll most likely work for you too, except for pictures like this, which have nothing to do with you. I don't recommend going for things like that because what are you going to do with that? But this one works, and so forward and so on. Now, you also have, for example, singing here to give you guys a good example of what I would do. Depending a little bit on how heavy I need the content, sometimes I would just look through here and see, okay, 300,000 take, my own take, 600,000 take, 600,000 take, 500,000 take, 500,000 take, and then 400,000 take, 170,000 take. And sometimes I would be going only for the best of the best, the creme de la creme. It just depends a little bit on my mood and what the situation is looking like. But you guys get the picture, right? I go for the best content that they got on there to repost it. And some of you guys have asked, should I go for only pictures or only videos? It depends a little bit on your niche and your style. I would say for food, you should better go with only videos. For luxury, you can really do both. Sometimes it can both work, and you just have to figure out a little bit for yourself what works. All right, keep testing, keep trying, keep testing. Here's another account which normally are fine with you, I guess, reposting their stuff, but you should still ask them to be sure. Most likely they won't respond. And by the way, never just DM somebody saying, hey, all right, state your full purpose at once. You have a higher chance of somebody replying. As if I take, for example, an account here that I have with only 20,000 followers, all right, but since it's a girl account, I get at least 400 DMs a day, all right, at least. It was about 3,700 in the last week alone, but that will most likely keep increasing with only about 20,000, a little bit less than that, followers. So you can kind of grasp how many followers these guys might be getting, or how many comments, or what is it called, DMs. So if you state your full purpose, there's a higher chance of them finding it. But once more, I would just scroll through the content and see, okay, which ones I would like to take. This one is pretty damn good. The rest is all kind of not good. This one is good. This one is good. Not extraordinary, but that's like the content that people most likely like to see. I'm just giving you guys a rule of thumb here, to just go for something that goes on average a little bit better than the rest. But it is not always going to work, but that's your best chance. And here's another page here. I would surely take this picture right here. It looks very, very nice. This is plays, not likes though, so you can kind of scroll through here. This one I would definitely take once more. You guys get what I'm trying to say? Hopefully you guys do. This one I would definitely take 50,000 likes. Yeah, I think you guys get the full picture of what I'm trying to say. That's how you get the viral content. All right, this is plays here, but this is likes. I would definitely take that one. This is 80,000 views, but still, yada, yada, yada. Hopefully you got it though. So yeah, there's sometimes a couple of different ways I do it. For example, if I already have a niche where I've, have an account in, if I'm doing the same niche twice, I would just look at my first page and grab the posts that have done the best and then, take those and repost them on the new page. And also, it is not bad to repost things that you've already posted. Again, because it worked once, there's a good chance it will work again, all right? And as long as you don't do this too often, I see some people reposting the same stuff, twice a week. I don't recommend doing that, but if you do it once every, 2 months, for example, the same post, nobody's going to mind it. It's going to be completely fine. And if your niche is, I guess, not allowing it, maybe you have something very, very unique, well, you watch out. But in general, it can work. So yeah, I think that's the easiest way to look for viral content, by just typing in your niche here and then looking for it. However, you can also find it in the Explorer page here. However, on this account, the Explorer page, by the way, is determined by things you like and you watch and stuff like that. On this account, yeah, I don't have it really niched down, and I don't really get, really things I would like to post. So, I wouldn't recommend it right now to really look. But maybe if I were to be in the boxing, I could take this picture or video or press it and then look a little bit further if you keep scrolling down into stuff that really goes trending. But I think you guys get the picture. Now, just another very important statement to make is you should look at on average likes and not the amount of likes that it gets. For example, if we just go back to that that travel page here for a second, if you were to just look for, oh, this has 7,000 likes, that is a lot, and you just take it, it could be that their page has 50 million followers and 8,000 is like the least amount of likes that they get. All right, it's a lot, I guess, better if a lower follower page has this many likes. You guys get how that works, though. It's a little bit of logic just kicking in right there. Go for posts that do well, specific to the page and relative to the page, and not just posts that quote unquote look to be doing well. All right, that was it for today, though. This is how to find your viral content. I would recommend just typing your name or a couple of names in here and then looking through it, but you can also find it on Explorer if you have liked things. And if I were to like all these 3 pictures, for example, and I would refresh my Explorer page, if I can do that on the computer here, we would definitely see a lot more, I guess, posts akin to that. Let me quickly see if it can already do it. Yeah, you can already see a lot more travel type of content will come in here, and that's going to go on. And to answer the last question for today, you most likely want to do all this stuff on your phone, not on a computer, but I'm just doing this as an example here, just for fun, to show you guys around with an easy way to record things, but you should most likely do it on a phone. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you check this out, or check the Patreon out, and make sure you fill in this form, and I'll see you guys again in another Growth Masters episode.